to do a TV program. Consider it when you get your talk show. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, it's Mike the Chimp, comedian George Miller, singer Del Shannon, plus Paul Schaefer and the band. And now, a man whose weekly calls to a radio psychologist are beginning to help, David Letterman.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name is Dave Letterman, and sincerely thank you for choosing us as your evening's home entertainment. You know, I'm a little depressed today. I'll explain what happened. You know, sometimes this silly, crazy, goofball city we live in, huh, Paul? Am I right?
Nutty, crazy city, Dave.
Listen to this. Listen to this. I'm coming to work today, and so I'm on the subway, and I thought, you know, this will be fun. So what I tried to do is I tried to get everybody in my car to sing along with me on 99 bottles of beer. And, you know, I'm telling you, it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Today's an important day in journalistic history. On this date, February 10th. By the way, that's how you pronounce February. You can learn something here. Now, if you're a youngster at home watching, you shouldn't be, you know, if you're a youngster. But this is how you pronounce it. Now, back in Indiana, we sometimes would say February, but that's not right, is it? That's right, man. Indiana. woman up there applauding ignorance. Thank you so much for... Hey, hold it. But it's not February, is it?
No.
No. It's
no.
February.
February.
Thank you very much. Anyway, on this date, in 1897, the New York Times introduced the phrase, all the news that's fit to print, which is right there on, I guess, their masthead, or not on the masthead, on the front page. And also, there's another journalism anniversary today. 10 years ago, on this very date, for the first time ever, the New York Post used the phrase, axe-wielding lunatic goes on chop spree. It was a... and a kind of a long way to go for very little there. Well, now maybe you can explain this to me. I don't get this at all. Because of numerous complaints, the manufacturers of the Slinky toy are now putting right there on the side of the box a warning that says not to be used as a birth control device. So what the hell would that mean exactly? Why, thank you. It's much cooler in here now. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer. Paul.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Once I had a little girl. Her name, it doesn't matter. She ran away with another guy. Now he won't even look at her. It's Del Shannon Day today.
That's right, Del Shannon is here. And that was the beginning to what? Was that?
The verse to Hats Off to Larry.
Hats Off to Larry. He'll be out here
I'm so excited. I got a call from him today. Paul, this is Del Shannon. I said, I've always dreamed of getting this call. We're talking about a teen dream. And then come in and see it. I showed you the message, which I love. Message to Del Shannon. Lou Christie called.
Lou Christie.
So what a conversation that's going to... Because Del Shannon is a guy, wow, wow, wow. and Lou Christie is you know, two faces have I. So you can imagine how the
Probably need special filters on the phone. Getting calls from kennels on Long Island. Well, you know, it's very cold here in the Northeast. Yesterday it was 28 degrees, and with the wind chill factor. You know how cold it was with the wind chill factor? 680 below zero. That's true. 680. Yes, no, it was. It was. It was that cold. Almost 700 degrees below zero.
Wind chill factor.
It doesn't mean anything. Here's what the wind chill factor means. If you're shipping fresh produce across the country in an open truck, then, of course, pay attention to the wind chill factor.
But otherwise...
It doesn't mean anything.
No, it means that when you go out in the street, it feels colder.
So what? It feels cold regardless.
Well, yeah.
All right, now when it's 90 outside, what's the wind chill factor?
No wind chill factor.
No. Only if you're shipping produce on an open truck. Let's get to our top 10 list tonight from the home office in Scottsdale, Arizona. Tonight we have a kind of an interesting category, top 10 Dave Letterman haircuts. Here we go. Dave Letterman's top 10 haircuts. Get ready to look at some hair. Here we go. Number 10, it's the crash helmet. Number 9, we have the Gulf of Mexico. Number 8, we have thick and zesty. Number 7, something called the kickstand. Number 6, it's the dust cover. Number 5, pinhead. Number 4, Mr. First Nighter. Number 3, the Bobby Vinton. Number 2, drunk and disorderly. And my number 1 all-time haircut, it's the homeboy. Okay. Have you ever wondered about this, Paul? Remember when you were in school, you might have heard someplace from a friend, from your family, or a teacher perhaps, that in the northern hemisphere, when you put water in a basin or a sink, it would cycle down the drain in one direction, and in the southern hemisphere, it would go in the opposite direction.
Yes, sir, I have heard that.
And do you believe that to be true?
Yes, I do, sir.
So you think in the northern hemisphere it goes down one way, in the southern hemisphere another way?
To the best of my recollection, I would say so.
We'll find out. Let's go back to the late night sink, ladies and gentlemen. Right back here, and we'll find out. Here are some of the, all of these people you see, by the way, they're here tonight with Mike the Chimp. How do you do? Nice to have you here. Oh, okay. Oh, boy, a lovely little footbridge here. It's kind of like a Japanese rock garden. All right, here's the sink. And we have about, I guess, an inch of, is it plain water? Oh, no, it's lye! Ah! No, of course, it's water. And I just pull the plug on the drain, and we have a little milk here so you can see which direction it goes in. Okay, there's the drain is off. And we'll add a little milk so you can see. A perfect after-school snack for the kids. All right, there it's cycling. And, Paul, it's going clockwise. Clockwise.
It is going
okay,
clockwise.
So in the northern hemisphere, the water drains out clockwise. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have woken you. Thank you very much. All right, now, so we solved that. We solved, oh, you're still here. We solved that puzzle. Is woken you the term, Paul? Sorry to have woken you? Sorry to have awakened you? Yeah,
Well, you don't have to worry about it. Nobody's falling asleep.
Okay, so now we know that here in the northern hemisphere, clockwise. So let me take this handy little visual aid. There. This is the drain cycling clockwise. I'll put it over there in New York. Where is my point? Oh, here's my pointer right
Clockwise.
here. Now, we need to find out exactly how it goes down the drain in the southern hemisphere. So we decided that what we do is call Fiji. Oh, right there. The whole thing is going down the drain now. Now, there's the Fiji Islands right there. So we have a Yellow Pages from the Fiji Islands. Fiji Island Yellow Pages right there, Fiji. Look at how beautiful it is. This is, I guess, a typical seascape in the Fiji Islands. And we'll open it up and I'll just find a plumber. We'll call a plumber. Here we go. There's an ad for a plumber. Right over there. Okay. In the Fiji Islands. We're now going to call a plumber in the Fiji Islands. Oh, maybe a little music would help.
What would Fiji...
It seems a little quiet here tonight. We're going to call the Fiji Islands Central Plumbing Service Limited. Here we go. Well, I don't know where the number is. Where exactly is the... There it is, right there. All that music is getting on my nerves. Let's see local number. Okay, so this should be Central Plumbing Service Limited. See this up here, by the way, the Yamal Peninsula? Can you get a nice tight shot of that? Right there? That's good. I have property up there. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, yes. Yes, sir. My name is Dave Letterman. I'm calling from New York City, sir. Do you work for Central Plumbing in the Fiji Islands? Hello? Hello? Yes, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Yes. Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Do you mind if we put you on the television? Hello? Yes, sir. Hello? Yes, can you hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. Can I put you on the air, sir? I'm calling from... Hello, yes, hello. I'm calling from New York City, and we need to ask you a question about which way your water goes down the drain there in the southern hemisphere. Are you a plumber? Hello?
Which number is it now?
I'm calling... is this the plumbing office? The plumbing shop? The plumbing store?
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
I'm from New York.
Huh?
New York.
Yeah, can we put you on the air, sir? This is a television show. He did say yes? Okay, put him on the air. We'll settle it out of court later. You know what we need you to do? I'm calling from New York City, and you're in the Fiji Islands, right?
Right.
Oh. You're a plumber, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your name, sir?
Awesome.
All right, Bill. Bill, are you near a sink? Is there a sink there? Do you have a sink? They're calling the Fiji Islands once again. Are you near a sink, sir? Is there a... Do you have running water there that you could... can you hear me?
Sure, I can hear.
Oh, okay. Can you get to a sink?
Beg your pardon?
I said, oh, never. I tell you what, we'll try another plumber. Thank you very much. We'll be sending you some lovely gifts. Thanks for playing our game. Oh boy, you know, at the meeting this morning, this seemed like a crackerjack idea. Do we have time or not? Okay, try one more minute because we do have Mike the Chimp standing by. All right, so, but you see what we're getting at here. All right, we're going to call John's Plumbing. We'll call John's Plumbing in Suva in the Fijis. Here we go. And the number is, do one of those. Well, I hope we hit gold twice here. Okay, and one of those. All right, now we're calling the Fiji Islands, and we're going to find out if, in fact, water goes down counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. By the way, it's interesting how they route these calls. See, we're here at New York, and it goes right down here to the equator, and then out west on the equator, right there, and then they drop it down to Fiji, just like that. It's about a 14,000-mile cable. Well, it's been bitterly cold here in New York. Wonder what the wind chill factor is in Fiji tonight. I can't even get the phone to work now. What do you suppose is, did I misdial it, Bob? Hello? Hello? All right, I'll try it one more time, and then if you folks want to get a nap and come back in about 15 minutes. It's ringing now. It's ringing now? Well, that's what this is for. It is ringing? I don't hear it ringing. All I hear is someone playing the marimba. It is connected. Well, all right, let's just start from scratch. Bob, do me a favor. You call out these numbers, and I'll make sure I have it correctly. Call him out, Bob. Bob Rooney, ladies and gentlemen. 0. 1 1. Oh, that was a 9. See, that's part of the problem. Okay, 0 1 1 6 7 9. And the number for John's Plumbing. 3 Paul, is that authentic to Fijian music? Yeah, I'm over here sweating bullets. Okay, yeah, that's where we're calling, by the way, Fiji, somewhere in the South Pacific. Look at how tiny that island is. Hello? Yes, my name is Dave Letterman. I'm calling from New York City. What is your name, sir? What is that again? Chumini. All right, Mr. Chumini, can we put you on the air? This is a television show. Hello? Okay, he said yes. Yes, sir. Now, are you a plumber, sir?
Not really. I do clerical work here.
You do clerical work. That's all right. I don't think you need any real plumbing experience. You know what we're doing? We're calling from New York City, and in the northern hemisphere, it seems that when water goes down the drain, it cycles clockwise. Now, are you near a drain, sir?
Beg your pardon?
Are you near a drain?
Drain?
Drain. A sink, a tub, a basin,
Yeah.
Okay, all right, now, can you run some water into that for us? Yeah.
It's a bit far away for me to reach there.
How far? Is it like on the same island?
About 10 meters away.
It's... Okay, 10 meters, go ahead. Race over there and run some water in the sink and then come back and tell me, did it circle down clockwise or counterclockwise? Will you do that for me, please?
Okay, right. I'll do that.
Okay, and hurry right back. Oh, my. I think they're putting Mike the chimp back in the crate. The official language of the Fijian Islands is English, although it would be tough to prove here tonight. Population about 725,000, and we're going to do a commercial? Oh, okay. Well, this guy's running the water. We'll do a commercial. Oh, yeah, you're going to come back for this. Del Shannon is here, George Miller, and Mike the chimp. Come on back, folks. Hello? Well, he hung up, but, you know, just before he hung up, he said to me that the water actually drained out in the same direction. So, you know, we've debunked a myth. There is no difference. It goes down either way. It doesn't really make any difference. It has nothing to do with hemispheres. But what about the equator, sir? What about it?
Go counterclockwise or clockwise?
On the equator?
Yeah.
Well, you get your own show and find out, okay? Get a chance to call the Fiji Islands going. Oh, pretty happy we did. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel refreshed. That's enough, Paul. We're no longer in the Fijis. You know, we've had some pretty good luck with chimps on this program, and we hope our next guest doesn't spoil it for the rest of his breed. He has starred in numerous television commercials. There he is, right there. He's been on Simon & Simon and in motion pictures such as Animal Behavior. He also understands several hundred sign language signs and is truly an amazing creature. Here now with his trainer, Dr. Ken DeCrew. Please welcome Mike the chimp. Oh, Mike! Hi, Doctor. Nice to see you. How are you? Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Mike, how are you? Nice to see you. Oh. Oh.
Good boy.
Does he must have family in the Fijis, is that it?
Look at that.
Now he grabbed me kind of hard there. Now what is...
No, he's just giving you a hard squeeze.
I know, but what does that really mean?
What that really means is, how are you? And
But
he was thinking, you know, you're close to me, and he's trying to figure out what's going on and all of that.
So should I have been alarmed when he did that?
Not really. What he's checking out right now is he's just checking you out. Okay. Hey, Mike, what's this? One thing that he does a lot of, he really likes to look at himself. Hey, put it down. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Does he? Now, does he? Does he know that that's him in there?
Oh, yeah. That was something that was always asked about for many years. Do chimps really understand that they recognize themselves, and do they conceive of themselves as a person?
Yeah.
Or an entity, an individual? And I think you can see he really does see himself.
Because, and not many other animals do recognize their own image in a
No,
mirror,
it's thought that maybe New World monkeys, Old World monkeys, and great apes.
Yeah.
I noticed you were saying a lot about sign language, and what's interesting thing about Mike, and I think we'll show some of that when we bring some food out. And then Mike really was taught to just turn around. Listen. Mike was really taught just to mimic a lot of signs. We did a couple of shows like Simon and Simon, where he learned sign language, and in that sign language he was supposed to tell who murdered somebody through the sign language, but he didn't truly understand it. But what happened is, as we started acting out each of the scenes, he began to understand how things connected, and he started understanding a lot of
so
what the
you
words
actually
really
feel
mean.
that he has
Well, I
actually
think,
knows what we're talking about?
Anyone know sign language here? Here, name this. Food. Me. Food. What kind of food? Is it sweet food or what? Sweet food? Okay, name it. For who? Michael. Sweet food.
But does he know what he's saying, or is it he is
on
just
that,
being
he's
resourceful?
generating on that. But he'll... a lot of the things that he does are nothing more than mimics.
I see,
He was taught to just do that. He shouldn't be confused with a true sign language research project where they've spent many, many years doing that. You know, people like...
They're making a lot of progress in that area,
They're
aren't they,
doing
with
very well, and
these
they found that they do string utterances, sentences of 7 signs. Dr. Patterson's research is probably some of the best.
Now, he does a lot of theatrical work. Are some chimps better suited for that than others?
Yes, I think Mike is probably one of the brightest that I've ever had. What do you think, Mike? Give me that. Hey, smile. Can you talk? Here, let's see you talk. Funny face. Funny face. Can you kiss? Hey, what do you think about what we're doing, huh? Yeah. Hey, raspberry. Mike, give me a raspberry. Raspberry.
How many teeth does...
They have the same dentation that we do.
What's happening here? Oh.
Turn around. He's soliciting to play, and that was a lot of what he was doing with you. You know, you'd mentioned before.
Yeah.
But turn around.
But it seemed like when I met him earlier, he...
You want that? He does upstage.
When I met him earlier, he seemed to be a little more...
Leave it.
A little...
Sure, he came up, he felt the audience, he felt everything
So
going up, the
electricity
rising
there.
emotion. Sure. Mike, hold your arms. Cross your legs. Can you smile again?
Now, does he have the same number of teeth that humans have?
Yes, exact same dentation that we do.
And does it make any difference with the actors he works with? Does he like men better than women, or women better than men?
I think he does better with men, and on each actor that we work with, he has to get used, sit down. He has to get used to the person, get to know them, and that. And of course, he sees himself in the monitor right now. Look at that. Who is that, Mike? Huh? Yeah.
You know, when I first had this show, it took me about 4 months to get over that. I do the same thing.
Hey, can you clap? Clap. That's a good one, yeah.
Have there been any actors or actresses that he didn't particularly get along well with?
No, I think he got along with most everybody. He did very well with Armand Asante on a film that we did in New Mexico. And he got along very well with Karen Allen. She made, in fact, made him a sweater and a number of things like that.
Made a sweater?
He got more gifts than I did.
All right.
Mike, sit.
Now, when we come back from commercial, you can show us some various things.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. I'd be happy to.
Fascinating animal. We'll be right back here with Mike the Chimp. Mike the Chimp is here. Did you teach him the sign language?
Yes.
How long does that take?
Well, it took, for a real project that is full research, it took years and years. What we did is we started working over a period of about a year.
And are you adding all of the time?
All the time, but most of the stuff he does is to mimic for studio work. That's the main thing. I'll show you some of the things that we do in a studio if you'd like to see that.
Is he a good companion? Would he make it a nice pet for the right, in the right circumstances?
No, I don't recommend chimps as pets at all.
Yeah.
You know, they reach 200 pounds when they grow, are full grown.
Yeah.
So that's not a great idea.
What do they eat, by the way, other than bananas?
Fruits, vegetables, but bananas is his favorite thing.
Okay, let's see some
Mike,
stuff here.
Come here. Turn around. Hey, can you do Groucho Marx? Stand up. Put your hands behind your back. Hurry up. Worry. Groucho. Come here, Groucho. Come here. Good boy. Get up. Hands behind your back. Hurry up. Groucho. Come on, Groucho.
Yeah.
Good boy. Can you pray? Get down and pray. Mike, pray. Big pray. Mike, pray. Big pray. Good boy. Come here.
You know, I think Groucho did some of his best work when he was in Pampers, by the way. So it's a
Hey. Go, Dad. Play dead. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. A lot of times he has to do things where he's playing dead.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Mike. Come here. Do Spider-Man. Do Spider-Man. Come here. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Get in your seat. Come on. Give me a hand. Good boy.
And do you get the sense that he enjoys that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah. You can tell right now he's smiling. It's a chimp smile.
that is a chimp smile.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Sit up. Sit. I had to talk a little firm with him there because he's starting to play around.
Does he, is there any way you can equate the level of intelligence here to like a young person, like a young child? Is it like a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, or is it, I mean,
comparative intelligence is always hard between animals and people, but I can tell you one thing, in a lot of areas he's brighter than we are. I'll tell you a story where I dropped the keys in the cage, picked up the keys, and I didn't realize he had them. He walked to the gate after I left, cage door. He lives on a compound, our compound, with a lot of other chimps. He used his key, opened the lock, he let himself out. Of course, I wasn't there. Then he went down the row of cages and he let all the other chimps out. Then he went to the food center where we keep the fruits and vegetables. And of course, that's one of the first things that you do with a chimp like Mike is you show him where the fruits and vegetables are. So he goes there.
He busted everybody out.
Oh, yeah, he broke out. It was a full jailbreak.
The town was crawling with chimps.
We have one thing, you got to be smarter than the animal you train. And a lot of times with Mike, that's hard. We're constantly...
Does he get tired when you work with him? I mean, can he put in an 8-hour day? We're doing this kind of thing?
He'll work 8 hours very well. He'll work 8 hours very well. But a lot of what he does, of course, is he has to do the same thing over and over again. And of course, doing that, he will tire of that. And so you have to motivate him. And a lot of the motivations are things like Belgian waffles. Do you like those? Yeah. Huh? Turn around. Do you want that? Well, what is it first? Name it. It's food, me, food for who? What's your name? Mike.
So that's
his name sign, Mike, which means a large ear. Sweet, not drink, it's food, yes.
And they enjoy these Belgian waffles in the wild as
oh, yes, they pick them off of every tree.
He's just a wonderful animal, and
we love him.
It's fascinating and unbelievable what you've done, and it's actually a really eerie sensation to watch him work, isn't it? It's kind of haunting. I don't know if you get over that, but it's very strange.
It's never life's never boring with Mike or any chimp, but with Mike in particular, he's constantly got the mind rolling. You'll see the little horns start to come out, you know, where he starts thinking of. Chimps are basically wicked, and I guess that's why I like him.
When you're on the road, do you ever let him drive?
Well, not while he's drinking, that's for sure. Good
Doctor, it was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much for bringing Mike here. Now, can I don't know. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Paul, and welcome back to the show. Coming up in the next half hour, Del Shannon will be out here to play and sing with our band, Runaway, right? Yeah. Tomorrow on the program, Zsa Zsa Gabor, Olivia Brown, and 9-year-old opera singers from PS 107 in Brooklyn. That'll be tomorrow night. Let's bring out our next guest at this moment right now. If you're spending February in Ohio this year, you can catch my next guest. We'll be working at the Cleveland Comedy Club on the 18th through the 21st, and also at the Akron-Canton Comedy Club on the 25th through the 28th. Folks, please say hello to a good friend, comedian George Miller.
Thank you very much. How you doing? I am too. Where y'all from? I am too. Good. Good. I'm recording this one. I'm recording. They got the Sony in the back, so even if you hate me, laugh anyway, because I already have a lot of tapes where I bomb. Thank you very much. So, way too late. Oral Roberts said to his viewers, send me $100 or I'm going to die. It's kind of a cash or croak program, I guess, right? So I sent him $50. If he gets sick, I'll send the other 50, I guess. I don't know. What was the thought, you know? And the Iran-Contra thing just goes on and on. Now, yesterday, the White House denied that Reagan knew anything at all about his prostate operation. Ow! Yes, to you, too. Another ow to you, yeah. And I want to talk about food tonight. 7-Eleven had a great sign, fresh coffee or it's free. So apparently if they give you old stale coffee, you don't have to pay for it. Quite a deal. And I'm in at Denny's getting lunch because I spare no expense, and I got the salad with the small tomatoes. There was a stem attached to one of the tomatoes, and there was a Mexican attached to the stem. So they're booing until like 1 minute old. Why are they booing so soon? Now, I was in this fancy restaurant, those hoity-toity places, boy. Real nervy waiter wanted to make sure I knew about the tipping procedure. Comes right over to my table. Be sure to leave 15 or 20%. Oh, no, I eat everything on my plate. They specialize, those fancy places, they really specialize. The butter waiter came over and gave us some butter. The coffee waiter came over and gave us some coffee. The water waiter came over and gave us some water. The head waiter came over. They really specialize those places. Hey, listen, if you see me on this show before, you know I am the comic who's always looking for a gimmick, something that'll shoot me to the top. For a while, I was the irritated comic. Here's some stuff that I don't like. I don't like it when people give their animals too much credit. Yeah, my cat, she's mad at me today. Oh, yeah, she's planning on moving out. Yeah, right, yeah. I don't like a lot of television shows. I saw Putting on a Hit. I felt like turning on the gas. And Siskel and Ebert are always at the movies together because neither one of them can get a date. Gee, I wonder why a fat guy and a gay boy. What a mystery. Just a joke. I said that for a cheap laugh. Siskel is not gay, but the other one really is a watch. And CBS has a new morning show, and the emphasis, they say, is on humor, and one of the hosts is Mariette Hartley, who's about as funny as running your toe into furniture. And Vanna White has a new book out. Vanna White has a book. It's called Vanna Speaks. Yeah, but just barely. And Barbara Streisand did a special, a cable special. They kept bragging. Her first televised concert in 20 years. Well, I can top that. I haven't done any. Well, I did do one. That's not true. I did do one. I talked about my mom. My mom always gives lectures. Even if she doesn't know a person, she'll give the old lecture. One time we're on a bus, there's a kid about 9 or 10 years old, got his arm dangling out the window like kids do. My mom didn't know him. She had to give a lecture. Young man, that's a good way to lose an arm. Kid was sarcastic. He said, thank you. Could you tell us some of the other ways? Does your mom always make a big deal out of everything? Would you like a cracker while I've got them out? Oh, yeah, Mom. Wouldn't want to blow this golden opportunity. Oh, and I had this blind date, okay, and boy, you know, I shouldn't say this about the women because men do it all the time, too. She kept bragging about how young she looks. She's about 35. She said, yeah, sometimes I even get asked for ID. Do you think I look underage? I said, well, maybe for Social Security, but, Well, she was real overweight, you know, and then she kept asking for compliments all night long. Do you think I have bedroom eyes? Yeah, and a kitchen butt, too. Hey, I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Smell like a monkey.
Thank you very much, Brian. George, now, did you get any other, you were on the show a while back and you asked for suggestions to help you find a gimmick.
Yeah, we gave a post office box, and
Yeah.
we literally did have hundreds of replies, and we said that the winner, although it wasn't really a contest, because NBC has a law against contests, the winner would get a can of chili. So these are like the well, you used to give away those sponges. So, so anyway, these are the best 8, or some of the best 8.
And
number
will
one.
these people get chili?
No, and just number 1 will get chili. Now, these are the things that I'm supposed to do to become famous and have a nice gimmick. Okay?
Viewers sent these to your mail.
Yeah, this is, you got some strange people watching your show. Number 8. This is like a top 10 list, but we're not doing the thing. Okay. During every appearance, announce you are looking for a good clam bar. That was good. That was good. I don't exactly understand that, but I like it. Number 7, associate yourself with the Kennedy family. In fact, say you are Ted Kennedy.
Well, that's,
Something?
you can't argue with success.
No, absolutely. Okay, number 6, you need a big, ugly scar.
Well, you kind of have the sweater.
Yeah,
which sort of,
I was going to say my head. But, Number 5, publicly state on the Letterman show you are the bastard son of Martin Milner. These are your viewers.
I like that.
All right. Number 4, why aren't those guys booing? Number 4, advocate devil worship for youngsters. Number 3, sponsor a comedy competition. After all, Bob Hope is a mediocre golfer. Not very nice. Number 2, clever, I thought, yeah. Number 2, change your name to Noon. Noon, yeah. I guess I forgot high could be high noon. I don't know. And number 1, this is for the chili.
For the chili.
Commit suicide. You'll only be remembered after you're dead.
Well, that's very nice. Are you going to mail them off the chili?
Well, thank you. One person got the chili, number 1. That's Kathy Quai from Seattle, Washington. And I am from Seattle.
Get a can of chili.
She'll get a can of chili. And some people will think because I'm from Seattle that it's favoritism. It is not. I really thought that was the best entry. But just to, what do the politicians say, to avoid any appearance of impropriety, as soon as Kathy gets the chili, she has agreed for her and her entire family to move to Orlando, Florida, where they'll be spending the rest of their lives. So that's it. Thanks for sending in those entries.
How is your family, speaking of family?
Well, I went to Seattle at Christmas time, and my Uncle Louis was very, very depressed.
Did I meet Louis once a long time ago?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. He's, for 30 years, Louis thought he could do hypnosis, and then recently he found out it was just his normal conversation that was putting people to sleep. So
Gee, that must have been depressing.
it was a really depressing, extremely depressing.
Yeah. You just came in from California?
Yeah.
How are things in Hollywood?
Well, you know, my Hollywood friends and I have been concerned about a number of things. One of them, and I wrote it down in this gimmick sheet list. This is from the Hollywood Press, these smutty, dirty tabloids. This is from a personals column in the Hollywood Press. I'm looking for a lady to show me a few things. The one I need should have had experience with 800 or 900 different men. If you qualify, call right away. No tramps, please.
George Miller will be in Ohio at your big tour through the Buckeye State.
Tramps, please.
18th through the 21st at the Cleveland Comedy Club. George, good to see you again.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.